Finally, Marlene got up and said, "Okay, let's go fishing." She is a fair weather fisherwoman. Why go out there unless I'm going to catch something? Look at this blue water. Shades of blue that only Atlin Lake could invent. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. Let's back up. We left our town campsite next to the marina, really just a gravel pad with hookups. Drove about 20 kilometers south of Atlin and camped lakeside in a rustic campsite. A few kilometers from town, we saw these moose antlers and we had to stop. No big deal. Some family eating moose for 20 years, right? Not right. The general rule on antler size is the further north, the larger the moose and antlers. These are small antlers. The largest may be 45 inches across. Close to the Yukon border, adult bulls should be 50 inches across plus. So much for generalizations. Oh no.
Oh, I don't know, it's heavy.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay. Oh,
there it is.
Okay. Look at me. That was a dandy one. Oh. Can you get over this?
Nah, whatever.
Whatever? That's it? Whatever? No killer instinct.
Another fatty.
They are. They're nice and fat. Nice shape.
Can I check it? Like it's pretty fat.
That's about a 4 pound, 3.5 to 4 pound lake trout. Look at that neat modeling on there. Just kind of an interesting pattern. Very cool. Just look at this lake. Crazy beautiful. Atlin Lake, along with Dease Lake, offered the best eating lake trout on the journey. Okay. Finally, not big, but it's a lake trout. We love Atlin Lake. Talked about moving there for a couple months of the year. You know that saying, don't rock the boat?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, okay. Oh boy, he's a fighter, that guy. power, this boy, eh?
It does. Wow. Whoa.
Get in there. Get. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness.
Nice one.
Yes,
Oh, and the
but
hook came off.
out last second. Oh my goodness. Those were red letter days. Forever days. Carcross, Yukon, here we come. About a 2-hour drive from Atlin, BC. Carcross is situated along a small 1 kilometer long river that joins Bennett and Nares lakes. When caribou needed to travel beyond the lakes, the small river served as a crossing place. Thus, the word Carcross, caribou crossing. It didn't take long for two-legged beavers intent on reaching the gold fields to build a swing bridge that allowed the steamships to pass, as well as the Skagway to Bennett to Whitehorse narrow gauge railway. The same bridge upgraded to today's standards. Carcross is very similar to Atlin, with its old town historic feel, with many original buildings still in use. But Carcross has a well-kept look. More tourism, being closer to the Klondike route and being closer to Whitehorse. Great shops with lots to offer, and a few good restaurants. But it is the original White Pass narrow gauge rail train that really keeps the town humming in tourist season. Built in 1898, the 177-kilometer line is considered an international historic civil engineering landmark. Maybe we need to see how advanced civilization was not in 1898 to appreciate the engineering feat. Maybe you need to ride the rails yourself. It was a strange feeling to know that we stood on the same spot, the corner of that building, so many years after all of those now long gone. And then, of all things, at the remote town of Bennett, halfway between Skagway and Carcross, Granddad Trump got involved. The beginnings of the Trump family fortune?
There's tough guys and no law enforcement around. And Friedrich Trump is not a guy who's going to go out into these frigid, cold rivers and pan for little bits of gold. He has a better idea. He sells these guys drinks, he sells them food, and upstairs, well, he has sporting ladies, as they were known.
Yes, Frederick Trump gets into prostitution as well. There are 3,000 miners who come to his hotel, the new Arctic Hotel, every single day. Grandpa Trump was making a serious amount of money, but soon, with the drinking, the fighting, and the whoring, it all got out of hand, and the Mounties came into town and started closing establishments down.
He took that as a high sign to leave. Just as he had left Monte Cristo in the black, he left Whitehorse with a nest egg, figured out when to get there, he had a business plan, and then he left when it was time to leave.
As you leave town north, you can't miss the sand dunes of the desert. Desert? Yes, check them out on Google Earth. Interestingly, they are not the result of hot, dry weather and lack of rain. They are a series of active sand dunes, wind-blown sand from glacial lakes created 10,000 years ago. North to Whitehorse, located along the mighty Yukon River, less than an hour's drive. Not named for white horses or a certain white horse, but for the Yukon River's treacherous, frothing river rapids resembling white horses' manes. Miles of rapids that forced gold rush stampeders to use tramways built either side of the river and long lining upstream. Not now, just drive across to the community of Riverdale. The completion of the White Pass and Yukon Rail made Whitehorse a permanent and important base for miners, trappers, government services, the military, while building the Alaska Highway, big game hunting outfitters, and building the Canole Pipeline. Not to forget the importance of paddle wheelers, providing a vital transport link to Dawson City. Up to 150 passengers, a 740-kilometer, day-and-a-half journey to Dawson City. Steam engines wood-powered, not coal. 2 stops to fuel up with stacked cordwood. It is amazing where these flat-bottomed, low-draft ships could navigate. Sadly, only the SS Klondike survived at Whitehorse. Sister ships, the SS Casca and SS Whitehorse, burned to ashes. Accidentally, apparently, by someone taking shelter. Whitehorse does display some of the original buildings, but really, Old Whitehorse has become a local metropolis. With a Walmart, Canadian Tire, Superstore, multicultural population, and pretty flowers to prove it. We got lucky and landed at Fair Day, a very enjoyable event with a great variety of goods and foods. Yukon's friendly hospitality was on full display. Spruce Tip Ale, no shortage of product supply there. And really good too.
Where are you from?
McBride, BC?
Right?
Yeah. And you?
Ottawa.
Oh, okay, you're a long way from home.
Yeah. Well, we flew, so I don't know how you got here.
I had to visit Hogan's General Store. Not the original I remember from when I was a kid. as I joined the thousands of hippies who hit the road in the 1970s. No, I was not a hippie, did not smoke happy smoke. I did work for outfitters Pete Jensen and Clay Martin, and spent the money on a buck knife.
Yeah, with the trigger sticks, eh? Yeah.
Okay, time to hit the highway to Dawson City. The real Klondike, the gold rush. Diamond Tooth Gertie, here we come. Uh-oh, something happened. We met this kid, told us about this hidden lake and another lake we missed. So what's this all about? In this little dinky canoe in the lake in the middle of nowhere. So I had to hike down to this lake and was told there was an old canoe here that anyone could use. So I thought that I'm anyone. I'm someone, but anyone. And so I'm down here to see if there's any pike in this lake. There's supposed to be. Let's see what happens. I'm going to try this kind of a, it's got a UV coating or something. It's very brilliant. It's actually a cut plug herring for, I guess, salmon. I used it before in one lake and it was phenomenal. One just like it. So let's try this here today and just see. It's a shallow lake and this thing should stand out in the shallow water from a great distance. Look at that, a fish right away. Like literally about 2 minutes after I started. But I think it's really a small pike. Little guys, right? Okay, let's just release him here. Okay, we got another one here. Hopefully a little bigger than the first one. Not much bigger. Not much bigger. Okay. We have to let this guy go as well. Oh, he's a little bit bigger, this boy. Ooh, it's a nice fish. Ooh. Yes, sir. Okay. Have a closer look at him. Come on. He's a nice fish. Very nice. This little lake is a gem. Time is your friend. No hard schedules. You discover things. Makes life more spontaneous, interesting, a stress release. Back at the shore, worked hard paddling over this lake, and not a lot of fish in it. There's 3 small ones I released, and then the one keeper right here. And the canoe is back home. I'm going to put it in the bush and try a different lake. Let him run. That's a better one. It's a better size one. Oh my goodness, let him run. Yeah, this. Okay, that's a nice size fish there, Marlene.
Not bad, eh?
Yeah. Let's try that.
There you go.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Can you get a picture of that big guy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a nice fish. That's about 7 pounds maybe. A dandy.